Moving is a total pain in the ass. Everyone's done it at least once or twice, so you know how stressful it can be. I'm going to cover the 6 steps you need to know when moving to St. Augustine that's going to make it a little less stressful. And we're going to get after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Thomas with Keller Williams here in St. Augustine, Florida. And if you're looking for everything you need to know about eating, working, sleeping, and the 6 steps to moving to St. Augustine, then this is the channel for you. So tap that subscribe button below, like the video, and comment if you have any additional questions about moving here to our beautiful area. We have new videos coming out every single week, so make sure you tap that subscribe button so you stay in the know about everything going on here in St. Augustine. We have people reaching out to us all the time, so if you have any additional questions, you need any further help, go ahead and reach out to me directly. A call, a text, or an email all goes directly to me, so I'm the guy answering the phone, answering the emails, and I'm here for you. When me and my fiance relocated from New York, we had to rent a moving truck, and we also had to rent a tow dolly as well. Because it was so expensive in Brooklyn, we ended up going to Jersey to pick up all of the stuff, the U-Haul and the trailer. Well, we get up there, we get up 5 a.m., we go down there at 6, and lo and behold, we can't take the trailer out because one of the blinkers is messed up. So that threw a complete wrench in our moving plans. And the one thing I want to say is that I sympathize with you. If you are thinking about moving, getting here is the best part. The path to getting here is very stressful. And I hope some of these tips help you out. The first step that I wanted to cover is going to be reach out to me directly. Now, that may seem like an obvious one, but the real point of reaching out to me directly is so that we can put together a game plan for you and I so that we understand, how often I'm calling you, how soon you're looking to make your move, what type of properties you're looking for, or, maybe that's something you don't even know and we can figure that out along the way. That initial conversation with a local expert such as myself will help guide you through what you're looking to do. If you're looking for, the best school districts in the area, the best schools in the area, I can send you a link and a reference to that. If you're looking for, maybe you want to be closer to your job, I can send you the neighborhoods that are in a certain area of your job. Communicating that early and often with your realtor will help them navigate you through this process, especially in today's market. Given today's market, maybe, and this is what a lot of people think, because this is how it's been done historically, is that you could put a contract on a home using the proceeds of the home that you're going to sell in another area. Well, in today's market, those really aren't even looked at. A conventional or a cash offer is pretty much what sellers are looking for these days, and if they're not going to get it from you, they're going to get it from someone else. So having to wait on another property that may or may not sell in a distant land is not something that interests sellers today. That's just one example of talking to a realtor and letting them know what your game plan was. Because imagine if you sold your home and then came down here and then had no place to go. Most people that I work with aren't planning to move today, unfortunately for me. But that's a good thing as well, because it gives me time to figure out what you like. And we can make tweaks to the search that we have you set up on to really navigate exactly what you're looking for. If you want to be in a certain area that goes to a certain school district, we just got to figure that out and where that's at. If you're looking for a dock with a boat, then that's also something, I can tell you the specific neighborhoods that have all the single family homes with docks and boats, and the ones that are condo communities that have those as well. This is just going to be something that we'd have to work through, but having that conversation up front is always going to help you in the long run. Now, choosing an agent is not that difficult. I think the stat is around 85% of people work with the first agent that they come across. I would recommend not being 85% of people, unless you're interviewing me, of course, but always take a second opinion. You are about to make one of the largest financial decisions of your life, especially if you're moving from a completely different area. You want to make sure you have an expert in your corner. So one of the largest financial purchases, maybe you want to interview, 2 or 3 people, unless it's me, then one will work. But seriously, one thing you should put on the top of that list is just knowing and trusting the person that you work with. Not everyone's going to like and trust what I do and say. That's totally fine. Just make sure that you know and trust the person that you're working with, because you're really going to be leaning on them a lot for their local expertise. The second step that I wanted to cover is what's most important to your move. So that's going to be different for every single person, and people move for a variety of different reasons, whether that's for a job or familial reasons, or just because they didn't like where they're currently living. There's tons of reasons why people move. So, maybe you want to walk your dog on the beach every morning. Maybe you want to have a lap pool so that you can get your laps in. It just depends what you're looking for. There's so many different things that come into that equation that being open and honest about what you're looking for, what's most important to you, can help direct you. Because at the end of the day, if you're relocating to our area, I'm going to be the one leading the search for you. But I also need key pieces of information that will help me put together this precise puzzle of what's going to be your next home. I've had people move for family reasons. They wanted to come down and because their daughter had a daughter, so they wanted to be grandparents. And then I've had people move because they hated where they were living and the taxes were too high. So there's a variety of different reasons why people choose to move to our area and to St. Augustine in general. But a lot of the times it's for work, or it's for familiar reasons, or it's for life or death in the family, honestly. And that's part of the reason I moved down here. My grandfather actually passed. I wanted to be closer to my grandmother. The third step that's going to help you move to St. Augustine is by building that custom home search. Now, literally every realtor and Zillow.com can do it. And, there is a little bit of finesse when it comes to my expertise, okay? Yeah, of course, anyone can do it. I can make the adjustments on the search. But it's going to be the constant conversations that we have over, maybe that's a 3 months, 6 months, or 2 year time period, that's going to help me figure out what's the perfect home for you. There's not going to be an algorithm that's doing that. That's going to be, oh, you know what, Tom, I'm really, really important to me. I want a beautiful backyard space with a pool just for my family to hang out. Well, most people don't always get what they want. So if I find a home that has 9 out of 10 of your needs and it has the most beautiful backyard space, wouldn't that be something to know? That's where the custom home search comes into play. Yeah, anyone can do it. I can set it up on my phone and do it in 5 minutes for you. But it's the constant communication throughout the process of telling you what you like, what you don't like, and finding that home that fits right perfect for you. I recently had someone just reach out to me because they saw me here on YouTube, and we were looking for a place for their parents. Now, we spent about a week or so looking at different houses here. Now, our inventory is low, so it was only 1 or 2 houses at a time. So we probably looked at 5 houses in total. But we've ultimately decided, because of our constant conversations in this past week, that one specific condo community is where they need to be. Why is that? Because it meets 9 out of 10 of their needs. The only thing they're missing is they don't have a garden in the back. But the most important thing is that they're closer to their family. So that's different for everyone. Maybe you don't want to be a 5-minute drive from your family. Maybe you want them 20 minutes away. It just depends. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're getting a little bit of value out of this video. If you are, please do me that solid and tap that subscribe button below, like the video, and comment if you have any additional questions about moving here to our beautiful city of St. Augustine. Remember, we have videos coming out every single week, so make sure you subscribe so you stay in the know about everything going here in St. Augustine. The fourth step to moving here to St. Augustine is going to be setting up the tour dates for when you come down and taking a look at properties. Now, a lot of the time when people want to come down, they want to look at a property and they want to see 20 in 2 days. And that literally makes no sense at all. You will not remember a thing about any of them. Maybe one thing about one specific property, but that's it. You're going to get so confused. There's so many rooms, there's so many different addresses, so many different numbers, prices, all of that will just throw you off completely. So setting up your tour date strategically is going to be the way to go. Because we look at 3 to 4 to 5 properties, you're able to compare and contrast the best ones and the cream of the crop, you could say, of the listings in the area. Now, we know here in our current market that the days on market is 31 days. So that means once a property is listed, on average, it should take 31 days to sell. Now, that's on average. The best homes are going under a week for sure. So you need to get in there that day, that morning, whatever it is, Right when that door opens, you have to get in, and that's just the current state of our market. We just have low inventory and a very high demand. So most people want to plan their tour dates and the homes they want to see sometimes weeks in advance. And in reality, in today's market, it's just not possible. I literally scheduled an appointment today. On the drive to the appointment, it went under contract. That just happens in today's market. I've been on tours where I have 3 showings lined up, and then the middle one, of course, goes under contract. So then we're fiddling our thumbs for 30 minutes because we had a whole plan of the day, but that's just how fast things are moving here in our market. The 5th step to make it as easy as possible to move here to St. Augustine is to make sure you know how you're going to pay for the property. Now that's obvious to some, and it's not so obvious to most. So you want to make sure that you have your ducks in a row when it comes down to either financing or your proof of funds in terms of your cash. Why is that? Well, I just covered our market is moving so rapid. So what people think is they'll find the house that they like, and then they'll go ahead and get pre-approved, or they'll get their funds all allocated in one bank account just to show the seller that they have the money. In that time, and with how fast our market's moving, you could lose the home. So if you find a home you really, really love and you're not pre-approved and you're not able to jump on it takes you a day or 2 days to get pre-approved, you're going to lose that house to another buyer who loves it just as much and has cash and was pre-approved, had all their ducks in a row. So in today's market, that's part of the strategy, is making sure that you're showing the seller you're ready, and you're ready, able, and willing to go. Let's move, let's get through this, and let me buy this house. Now, the 6th step is going to be managing the entire process. Now, buying a home from a different state or a different area completely can be very stressful. Maybe you haven't even seen the house yet, but you see all the pictures, you see the price, and you love it, and you want to move forward on it. So how do we go about that for people that are not here? Well, probably like 60% of my showings at this moment are all people relocating to our area and are actually virtual. So I'm doing a FaceTime walkthrough with them and showing them everything and pointing out things that I see. There's some wood rot down at the bottom of the door there. Oh, you know what, the AC's from 2010. Oh, the roof's from X, and all those things while we're walking through doing a video walkthrough of the home. So this gives the buyer the ability to see the home and to decide if they're going to move forward on it. Now, of course, they have me heavily to lean on, being the trusted expert in the area, but we give them that comfort with that virtual tour around the home. And on top of that, with our current contracts, we have a 10-day inspection period. So what we recommend to all of our buyers who are doing virtual tours that want to move here is to come for that inspection period and meet with the inspector, see the house in person, and take a look around. Because at the end of the day, within that 10-day inspection period, you can leave for whatever reason you would like. So if on the 10th day you find a house you like better, you can leave. You won't lose your earnest money deposit. The only money you might be out would be the cost of the inspection. So for whatever reason during that 10-day inspection period, you could leave. So what we've seen and what we've had success with is if you're touring a property virtually, getting that property under contract, writing up the offer and negotiating the contract, and then scheduling the inspection so that it works for your schedule as well. And then during the inspection, we all meet up at the property. You meet me in person. You also meet the inspector. He gives you the rundown of everything going on there. He'll also give you a PDF file as that as well. And you'll get a better idea of what you're getting into, especially because you'll get to see the property. So that's typically how we manage the process. And aside from everything else is going to be the basics of how we work it. And then, of course, closing. You can if you're paying cash, you can do a mail away. If you're showing up, for financing, you have to sign some docs at closing. So that is another time you do have to show up. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you gained a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of value out of this content. If you did, please do me that solid and tap that subscribe button below, like the video, and comment if you have any additional questions about our beautiful little town. Like I said before, we got videos coming out every single week, so make sure you subscribe so you stay in the know about everything going on here in St. Augustine. We have people reaching out to us all the time, so if you do have any additional questions, go ahead and feel free. Reach out to me, whether that's a call, a text, or an email. It goes directly to my cell phone, and I'm the guy answering it, and I'm here for you.